Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. So today I filmed my go-to no makeup look. I put this on my Instagram story because I wasn't sure if you guys were actually interested in something that was so like non-glam, but you were all so eager for me to film it, so here it is, and I really hope that you guys enjoy. I have linked all the products that I've used throughout this tutorial in the box below, so you can find everything I've used there. But if you would like to see how I created this look, then please keep watching. So I'm going to start off by prepping my face, and to do this I'm going to use the Benefit Cosmetics Total Moisturizer Face Cream. I've been obsessed with this since I got it when I was in whole box with them. It is, I forgot how good it was. I used to use it all the time and then just stop, but it's so thick that, but like not in a heavy way. I don't know how to describe it. I basically just love it, and I love to have it underneath my makeup, whether it's a heavy look or something like this. I just love feeling super moisturized, and this moisturizer is just perfect for that. So yeah, as you can see, it is very thick. So I'm just gonna put that on and rub it in. I think there's something quite nice as well about having like a really hydrating, like prepped face when you're doing just a really simple, like glowy no makeup look, because the skin obviously is like the most important thing when you're doing a no makeup look. So I do like to have it looking like really hydrated. So once I'm done with the moisturizer, I'm going to use some of the Laura Mercier. This is the foundation primer in Radiance Bronze. I've used the Radiance one before, but this is the bronze color. This is just because I'm not going to use too much foundation, but I want a glow to my face and also just a little bit of color, and this has got some color to it. This is also absolutely amazing when you're on holiday if you just want to wear this kind of like on its own, because as you can see, it is colored, but then when you rub it into your face, it kind of blends in and just gives you like a really nice like tanned glow. So as you can see, when you start off it's quite heavy, but by the time you've rubbed it in, it just gives you a really nice kind of like sun-kissed glow. Like wearing this on its own on holiday would be amazing. So when I'm doing a full just like no makeup, I will normally just put this primer on because I just love the way that it looks. But obviously because we're doing a kind of everyday no makeup look, I'm gonna add on a little tiny weeny bit of foundation. Now normally when I do makeup I start off with brows, but I don't want a full brow look. Like I want them to look really natural and just look like I'm not wearing any makeup, and I think to get that look I prefer to do it after my foundation and everything else. The foundation that I'm going to use for this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is a stick foundation in golden. I love this because it's not, the coverage of it is so buildable. I only use it when I'm going for like a really heavy glam. I love to do like a mixture of both foundations, but this one on its own is nice because it just gives you a little bit of coverage, but not too much. Do about maybe like 3 stripes on either side of my face and about 3 on my forehead. And then using a damp beauty blender, I'm just gonna go over and blend it in. Also, obviously this gives my skin just like a little bit more color because I've got quite a bit of tan from being away, so my face is a little bit paler, so I need to make sure that it is matching. Like I said at the beginning of this video though, it is honestly such a quick makeup look because we're not being too faffy, there's not loads of products involved. It is really simple, and I love doing this when I've just got some meetings to go to, or I don't want to turn up and look really glam. Sometimes I'm just not in the mood, but I need to look like I'm awake and alive, so I need to put something on my face. So with this base that I've got going on here, it's totally buildable. Like if you want a little bit more coverage, then you can add a bit more of a foundation, but I like to keep it very, very sort of like subtle, so I'm gonna leave it at that, just like a little bit of coverage. And then I'm going to use some concealer. I actually probably get a bit more of my coverage from the concealer than I do the foundation. But I'm going to use the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This one is in Ginger. I'm going to put this one just around my nose, basically where I've got any sort of like discoloration that I want to hide. This is also if you want to cover up like any spots or anything like that, then you can go ahead and do this with this concealer. I also just like to put a little bit down the bridge of my nose as well, because that's where I feel like foundation just does not ever want to sit. Then after I've done that, I'm going to go on to contour. Now I just can't do any makeup look without using this MAC concealer. So this is the MAC 24 Hour Smooth Wear Concealer, and this is in NC50. It's the contour shade that I use every day. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. So I'm not going to go super in. I'm not going to do my forehead or anything like that. I'm just going to do my cheekbones. I'm going to start quite high just because I want it to like really just accentuate my bone structure really. So I'm just gonna go like that, just put like 2 dots, so not a crazy amount. And then using this blank canvas F22 brush, I'm gonna buff that in. This is also good as well because obviously it's a cream product. It helps to keep the face looking dewy, because that's the one thing I don't do when I'm doing this makeup look, is set my face with powder, because I just don't like that powdery look when I'm trying to look like I've got not that much makeup on. And then this is this again, like, it acts like a bronzer, which is good because I'm not going to use any bronzer. I'm just keeping it very casual. So just using what's ever left is on the brush. I'm just going to bring some along my jaw and just lightly dust across my forehead like this. And then getting the beauty blender again, I'm just going to go over that just to make sure that it is all blended in. Okay, so once you are finished with that, I'm just going to add a little bit more concealer. Now this is to brighten my under eyes and just give it a little bit more coverage. So I'm using the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer, and this is in N and this is in 2N. Let's get it right. So this one is a lot lighter, but it is really good for brightening, and I'm just going to keep it as close to the center of my face as possible. And then using a slightly smaller beauty blender, I'm just gonna blend that in, but I'm gonna blend downwards rather than across, because I want to keep the brightness in the middle of my face. I'm absolutely obsessed with this concealer, like absolutely obsessed with it. Ever since I was at the Laura Mercier dinner with Makeup by Mario, and he was like, it's the only concealer, well, I mean, this is what he said, he was like, it's the only concealer that he uses that he doesn't get creasing with. And I was like, that sounds like a bit of me, and I agree, because especially with this makeup look, I don't set my concealer, I just literally leave it so it's like dewy, and I never get any creasing. So it must be true, because it is really, really good. And as you can see, it's just so brightening and it's so flawless. Honestly, I really, really rate this concealer. So that is basically the skin look done, and I honestly have like not got that much product on my face at all, but so it feels like quite nice. It's not like I'm leaving feeling like super cakey or anything like that. But as I said, I want to go for a really glowy look. That's why I don't want to set my face, and I also don't want to set my face because I'm going to use the Topshop Glow Pot. This is in Polished. This, I think, doesn't work as well when you've got powder on your face. I think it starts to like cake a little bit, but it works amazing when you've just got foundation on. You can really like create this super glowy, hydrated like face look. I'm obsessed with this product. So I'm just gonna put some on my finger and just like rub it between to like get a little bit of the product off. And then I'm just gonna put it onto my cheekbone like this, and then just dab it in. So as you can see, it just adds, honestly, like the most amazing glow. I am completely and utterly obsessed with this product. And it's so cheap, but it's so good. So that's it there. And because it's not a powder highlighter, it keeps with the really like natural kind of vibe for this makeup. I feel like when you go in with a powder, it's so obvious that you've got this highlighter on. So this one is perfect, and it's also so good when you're on holiday. You can just put this on over the top of like your primer or your sun cream, just to add a little bit of glow to your face. And then I like to just put a little bit on the end of my nose and in the middle. And then I'm also just gonna put some above my eyebrow. And this product really is just so easy to blend, especially when you haven't set your face with any powder or anything. It just blends so nicely, and you don't have to worry about it kind of going cakey or any of that, which I love. So that is basically the skin done. As you can see, it's really youthful, really, really glowy. It's not too crazy. It's just something you can feel really, really comfortable in and just wear all day. So for eyebrows, I'm gonna use 2 different products from Glossier. This is the Boy Brow in, what is this one? Brown, and I'm gonna use the clear one. These are amazing. They're so, so good. I got these when I was in LA, and I'm just obsessed with them, especially when I'm doing a really natural makeup look. They just work so well. So with the brown one, I'm gonna focus most of the product on the end of my eyebrow to kind of get the color in there, and then I'm gonna use the clear to basically like disperse the product out towards the front of my brow. So just brush the product upwards. So it's basically like a brow gel, but there's just something about it that I'm absolutely obsessed with. So as you can see, it just creates really natural hair strokes and just fills in your brows like so nicely without them looking really like overdone. So then I'm gonna use the clear one, and I'm gonna do the front of my eyebrow. So this one goes on like a whitey color, and then it will dry clear. And this is really good to kind of create that really like natural sort of like bushy brow. So that's the eyebrow so far. So as you can see, compared to this one looks fine. I mean, I have had my eyebrows like microbladed a few years ago, so I've still got a good shape to my brow, but this just looks a little bit more defined. I kind of like the slightly like brushed brow look, so it looks a bit fuller, a little bit messy, but I quite like that. And then I'm just going to fill in this other one before I finish off this eyebrow. So lastly, I'm just going to use the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil on my eyebrows. I'm just going to go underneath to just define the shape on the outside of the brow just a little bit. So that is basically that eyebrow done. I'm just gonna go finish off this one and then we'll go into the final steps of this makeup look. So once your eyebrows are done, I'm gonna use some Their Real Benefit mascara. My lashes naturally are just like non-existent. I mean, they're so blonde when I've got nothing on that I basically just look like an egg, but I just kind of like, I like to put a bit of mascara on them just so you can kind of see them. But if you've got natural lashes, and one, I'm very jealous of you, and two, this would look amazing, but my lashes honestly are so non-existent. I'm just going to coat them with a little bit of mascara anyway, more just for the sake of it, because you know, why not? So then lastly, I'm just going to grab a little bit more of my Topshop Glow Pot, and I'm just going to put some across the cupid's bow of my lip. And then I'm not going to do a lip for this look because I just think it would look weird considering we've kept it so natural. I'm going to just use some lip balm. So this is the Bite Beauty. This is the Agave lip balm from their new lip care range. It is honestly amazing. It's so like thick and nourishing, and like I just love it. It's a really good lip balm. So I'm just going to apply some of that onto my lips. And as you can see, it's got a really nice like glossy shine. So it's a nice finish to it. You know, I'm not saying don't do any lip at all, but something kind of like nourishing and glossy just works so well with the really glowy, dewy, no makeup look. And then lastly, I'm just gonna put some MAC Fix Plus on my face. Just to set it, keep it all there. But that is basically the finished makeup look. So as you can see, it is enough makeup that you can kind of feel comfortable, but it's not, I just love it because I feel like I'm not wearing any when I've got this on. So it's that real kind of like, I've not made an effort, but actually I have. So there we have it, guys. That is my go-to no makeup look. I really hope that you guys have enjoyed watching and that you will be trying out this look for yourself, whether it's on holiday or just your everyday, going to work, doing whatever you need to do. Give the video a thumbs up if you have enjoyed watching this. Don't forget to subscribe for lots more videos coming soon, but I will see you guys in my next video.